Could there be a shakeup in the offensive line room right before game 1 of the season? We're going to get into it. Before we dive into it, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Also, be sure to follow me on all social media at JKBogan, including Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Also, be sure to check out this on audio platforms, wherever you get your podcasts. You can look up Jake Ellenbogen Live, or the link is in the description. You can click on that and sign up and, listen to that today. Also, you can become a member, support the channel further, and have access to exclusive perks. Either hit the join button or the link is in the description there. And last but certainly not least, just want to let you guys know that today's sponsor of this video is BetUS, which of course you can get 125% sign up bonus up to 3 deposits, up to $2,000 using my promo link in the description and the comment section below. So let's get to it. Jonah Jackson, all right? He's been banged up in camp. He's had injury histories in the past. This is somebody that's played predominantly left guard in the NFL, 3,530 snaps to be exact in the regular season. Only 145 at right guard and 24 at center. Going back to college at Rutgers before he transferred to Ohio State, he had 220 snaps at center, 827 at right guard, and 766 at left guard. So let's talk about this. Why am I even discussing Jonah Jackson's center snaps and right guard snaps? Who cares, right? Well, there's something new that just happened. Okay, so Jordan Rodriguez just come out and tweeted, Rams have gotten a long look at Jonah Jackson at center in his return to action. Sean McVay says they're leaning toward Jackson at center and Steve Avila at left guard to try to get the best combo on the field that they can for the opener. So I don't know if this is going to be a consistent thing. I don't know if this is just a 1 week thing because Havenstein may or may not play. And it sounds to me like I would probably lean on the side of him not playing and Warren McClendon Jr. Being the right tackle. But this is fascinating, is it not? Now, obviously, you guys know I advocated for it last year. I advocated for it this year. I felt like Steve Avila at center was a no-brainer. I thought he was a better center than a guard, but he's a very good left guard. And keep in mind, he played all 18 games, including the postseason game last year for the LA Rams. Didn't just play them, started them, and played very well. So much so, he drew rave reviews from Brian Baldinger. Many times, he does a lot of breakdowns on games, and we'll post those on Twitter and what have you. And he was really complimentary to Steve Avila's game and how he just basically cleaned house in the run game and how he, really improved as a pass protector. Although I always thought he was a very good pass protector. But Jonah Jackson, this is interesting. This is interesting. Him at center when he's only played 24 snaps at center. And those 24, by the way, in the NFL came in 2021. And furthermore, the last time before that he played center was his 205 snaps at Rutgers in 2017. So Jonah Jackson isn't really known as a center here. He's not really known as an interior offensive lineman, just straight up a guard. He's played guard the most of his snaps. 145 at right guard, but over 3,500 at left guard. The question remains, what made them do this? Okay, what was the decision here? The interesting thing I want to add, though, is that Sean McVay, when talking about the 7 offensive linemen, because we brought it up in the last video, I was a little surprised. They kept, somebody like McDermott, Connor McDermott, and then they put him on IR. So I'm a little confused as well. And they had only 7 offensive linemen as of today. Sean McVay expects them to add another offensive lineman to the roster. So this goes back to a few videos ago, or even I might have said it last video, when I said that they are not done. Like, I think this 53-man roster for week 1 is still going to be a little different. I think they're going to make some moves. They added a guy to IR. Corey Durden is probably going to clear waivers right around this time and sign to their practice squad. And Zach Evans was actually just cut from the practice squad. So it looks like his time with the Rams is over for the time being anyway. So some interesting stuff coming down the pipeline. And really, they only have 7 offensive linemen right now. So the only guys that are not playing, the only guys that are not starting on this team right now, Logan Bruss and Bo Limmer. That's it. Everyone else is being utilized because Rob Havenstein, if he doesn't play, he's injured. So, they're going at it with 7 offensive linemen. And that's kind of surprising that they would go that route. I think it's a little weird, but at the same time, he did say that they're going to add an offensive lineman. I have no idea who that's going to be, guys. No idea whatsoever. I'm not even going to speculate because that's not worth a video. Yeah, let's go and try to pinpoint and find the offensive lineman that they're going to add out of the X amount of guys. I'm just not going to do it. So I will cover it when that news comes out. But I thought this was worth making a video about because this is a big shakeup. And I know people are going to be upset. I mean, I get it. There's a lot of change in a short amount of time. You talk about Ernest Jones getting traded away, and this is somebody that's been a leader in the middle of the defense. He gets traded away for a bag of beans, and you're probably like, what's going on here? Okay, I understand he was in a contract year, but he said he'd play it out. What's happening? Now, you see Chili Davis, the assistant special teams coordinator. He gets let go before the season. And you see now, Zach Evans gets cut from the practice squad. They put a guy on IR that made the initial 53-man roster, ended up losing Zach Thomas because of it. And in addition to that, now they're moving a guy 10 days before the actual game. They're moving Jonah Jackson to center and putting Steve Avila back at left guard. It seems a little weird, but I want to just mention this as we wrap up this video. Okay, don't forget, it wasn't that long ago, the Rams looked at Rob Havenstein as a guard and Jamon Brown as the right tackle. Okay, wasn't that long ago. They really pride themselves on being able to cross-train these guys. That's the thing. And so I would not say just because they're doing this week 1, this is going to be the way they go. I do think if they're deciding this, I got to trust Sean McVay. And I'm going to be honest with you from here on out. I've been critical of some things. I'm not going to agree with everything. But I am going to give them the benefit of the doubt. They've deserved that. I have to assume, things going on with Ernest Jones. I mean, if that is the haul that they got for him, then there's something there. I mean, we have to at least understand that. So I have changed my opinion on that a little bit. But I think when it comes to, say, Avila and Jackson, I think this is just something. They've been around these guys more than we have. I mean, they've seen these guys up close and personal. And if Sean McVay has taken away from, training camp and preseason and what have you, hey, Jonah Jackson might actually be our best bet at center, and we like Steve Avila more at left guard, then who am I to question a guy that really knows that team more than I do, knows football more than I do? I can have issues with, what they get in trades and who they pick up and what have you, and that's totally fine. But I don't know offensive line enough to be able to really challenge him on that. I just think it's a little weird. It's different. I mean, he only has 24 snaps at center, but and the reason I bring up the Havenstein and Jamon Brown thing is because Jamon Brown moved back to guard before the season even started, and Havenstein was back at tackle. Okay, so they go through this quite a bit. They play around. This organization moved Mark Barron from safety to linebacker and pretty much, I would say, jolted his career. This could be the case with Jonah Jackson. Maybe he's more likely to be healthy. I don't know if that would be the case, but maybe he's more likely to stay healthy at center than at left guard or right guard or what have you. I don't know. Maybe they look at him as just he's the best option at center and Avila's the best option at left guard. Either way, I kind of like this. The reason I like this is because while I love Avila as center for, the future and everything, I like this because they're willing to try different things. Now, the Kyron Williams punt returner thing, I just disagree with. Even if he gives you a really nice jolt off the bench, I just think that he's way too valuable in his running back role to just kind of throw him out there like a sacrificial lamb in the punt game. That's just me. But this is different. This is clearly Jackson came back. They have been utilizing him. They've been trying him at center. This is what Jordan's reporting. Rams have gotten a long look at Jackson at center in his return to action. they gave him a shot there and they liked what they saw. So who am I to judge that? I think it's interesting. I think it's kind of exciting. It's different. And we'll see what ends up happening. But that's what I got for you guys. What are your guys' thoughts on them kind of shaking up the offensive line for week 1? And again, it just says for the opener. Best combo on the field that they can for the opener. It doesn't say for the year. It doesn't say for this season. It says the opener. So is this more of a situational thing with Havenstein potentially not playing? I don't know. We're going to find out, though, very soon. Before we go, though, I just want to let you guys know that you guys have just been awesome. Really appreciate it. My appreciation for you is real. And I am just so excited for this season. So, really appreciate you guys. And just be sure to like, subscribe, and comment if you haven't already. Special thanks to BetUS for sponsoring this video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, folks. Later. Do you love talking about the Rams, the NFL, or just want to be a part of a community? Join my free Discord server today. We're over 800 members. We got 24/7 live chat, a level 3 boosted server, the ability to call into JE Live, playing online games with us on Kick streams, toggleable alerts for when I go live on YouTube or Kick so you don't miss a live stream, and exclusive giveaways. Click the link in the description, the comments section, or the link that comes up in the video to learn more and join today.